Once, to the best of my knowledge, this chunk is loaded, I could, while I'm waiting, there's another place we can visit. You remember when I said that sometimes looting is its own reward. I mean, if we're talking about dungeon crawling and you don't get any quest rewards out of it, but you get stuff anyway. What was I using that? Oh yeah, I had an ultimate fuel tank for, I forget what exactly it was for. It might have been my trying to make sodium and chlorine. And I was doing it bucketful by bucketful or something. Yeah, that was kind of off of me, wasn't it? Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. First things first. Actually, why do I still have this nitro thing? I ought to, I ought to put that somewhere, too, shouldn't I? Like, down here. That'll fill up. Although, the problem with doing it that way is that the capacity for that thing is 2 giga units, and I don't have that much in the induction matrix yet, although when I finally get the guts to turn on, and the fuel to turn on the nuclear plant, I'll probably be getting it at a higher rate. It all depends on well, it all depends. What was I even going to say? It all depends on when the fuel is finished. Because yeah, I made a lot of it, but I'm going to need a lot of it. Now, it's kind of dark out for me to do this, but I suppose I could still find some of these. Let me see if I have any in here. Got saplings. I may need food. I'll bring some. I can stow away the biofuel. Yeah, but I don't have any. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need like 2 more. Oh. Alright, fine. I won't pick it then. 11, 12. There we go. I'm going to put this... I'll have to put it in some sort of... somewhere else. Somewhere where there's... dirt. And... where do I have that's actually... maybe here. Let's see. Do I have a shovel? No, not on me. Well, while I'm thinking about it, I ought to grab some water. Yeah, using this thing is overkill, but in my defense, I need to make a big-ish area flat. Okay, and then... Oh, we can't have that there. This can see daylight. Alright, surround this area with, well, flowers. There we go. Then I'll take this, make a small pool there. I'll have to stand back a bit. And throw a diamond in it. And there we go. Welcome to the Twilight Forest. A place where there's no darkness, no light, but just something in between. Before I go any further, I might as well add this waypoint because I'm not going to remember it. I'll be a little too distracted with where I'm going. I was not expecting this, though. To run into glowstone like immediately. I can give that a... Now let me see, there's a sort of a map you can make. Yeah, you'd need a magic map focus and... Well, I was gonna say, oh my goodness, I don't have any glowstone dust, but... There's like actual glowstone like right there. I'll just make some steps here. Huh, wonder what that was. Then I don't know whether you pick up on this, but the Twilight Forest is physically lower than everything else. Than, well, the overworld. I thought of visiting here much earlier if I was running low on stuff. But then again, since it is lower, there's less of it to be had. Now let's have a look around this place. I'm going to see if I can't find any ravens. Problem is, as far as I know, they don't drop feathers. You have to kill them to get feathers. Now a lot of this is just plain old regular forest, but there are some areas that we need to, shall we say, gain access to. And we do so by well, in keeping with the theme, let's just say proving our worth. You see that place up ahead? I can't go there. You wanna know why? I'm wondering if I should just show you how this works when I find out the hard way. I guess I'll eventually be heading here at some point. Not sure when, but at some point. So I'm going to build a really simple bridge here. I'll need to cross it. Yeah, whoa, whoa, okay, what is that? Looks kind of dark. Well, doesn't matter. I made the bridge. What the? I can't. Okay, yeah. So that's why you can't go in there. Because it blinds you. Once you get out, it wears off. But when you're still in there, you're blind. And that is what happens when you try and... Sorry about that. That is what happens when you try and go to a place that you can't get to, or that you're not supposed to be able to get to before you're officially allowed. Holy Moses. Wasn't expecting this many of these guys. Anyway, you get the point. Can't go in there. Alright. I might as well grab some of these provisions. And I'll throw these out, but if I want to make a nice farm later, I'll keep the stuff I found in the overworld. Oops. So, before I got sidetracked, I am going to try and find a raven. However, it's possible that I might not need one if I run into... There's this one particular place I'm looking for. If I find it, then well, it's not that I won't need the raven feather. It's that I'll be able to look for it later. I mean, I've also got the heads-up display. You can kind of see where we are. And that thing is coming in handy. Whenever there's a mob that can't be readily identified, then it shows up as sort of a white diamond. So I'm looking at these white diamonds, and I want to make sure that... I want to see if one of them is a raven. Like that one, for instance. Oh, really? Where'd it go? Okay. Okay, there was like four of those than I needed. I guess I wanted to guarantee myself one, so I used the sword that had has a looting enchantment on it. But there we are. Now that's the magic map focus. All I need now is some paper to make the actual map itself. But that's not exactly hard to find, arguably, because all I need for paper is sugarcane. And to not have forgotten the paper that I already have. And sugarcane is found along the banks of the river. Wait a minute. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, we're gonna go there eventually. That place up ahead that looks like a mansion of some sort. But for now, I'm going to see if there's any... Well, I can look for sugarcane on the river, or I can loot somewhere for it, or I can forego the map completely and... I mean, I know where a couple of where one place is that I have to get to, but I can't get to it yet because it has something similar happen. Well, it just stops you getting in. What the? Heard one outside. That must have been it. Okay, yeah, the attacks used by enemies here are not the kind you're used to. I mean, the Twilight Forest is supposed to be a magical, whimsical place full of, well, all the fantasy elements you can think of. Or at least all the fantasy elements that whoever wrote it can think of. Oh boy, there we are. So let me just get into here first before that. Well, it doesn't seem to be a second story. There's empty maps, but I'd rather not have those. I don't have this either, or this. I'll keep the raven feathers though. Goodness, I worked hard enough to get them. Okay, well there's some sugar cane there, but I need 27 of them. 27 units of sugar cane. But at least I know I can find some here. Come to think of it, I had a ton of it back home. Doing it this way gives you a chance to get the feel of the place. You will notice this immediately, that there is a notable lack of phantoms. And that, by itself, makes it better. Well, I think over there's another place you can't, here's that I can't get to just yet, but I'm not sure. And yeah, I guess I am going back, back to the portal, pop into the overworld for a bit to get some paper. But that won't exactly change the fact that I need, well, I need to wait out how long it until the iridium fuel's finished. Looks cold over there. Alright, so expect a lot of hiking. But, wait a minute. Okay, good. Yeah, I was afraid I didn't have my jetpack there for a minute. Not that I necessarily need it completely, but there is one place where I might need it. Okay. Let's go back here and grab some paper. It's daylight. I should have some. And do I really not have... Okay. Well, okay, I don't have... I thought I... Oh, wait a minute. I know what I did with the paper. Remember this one time I was trying to level up the cartography and I wasn't sure how much paper to get. I had to stow it away somewhere, didn't I? So let me just make this map. There we go. One blank magic map. Oh, and P.S. There is something you can do with zombie flesh. You can make it into leather. Problem is, will I need leather? No idea. Alright, let's see what this map here says. It says on a clear day I can see forever. It also shows you where stuff is. There's an icon of the guy with the crown. That's... We're not ready for him yet. But, yeah, here's where I was trying to go. Yeah, it's up at the top of this map. There's a big chasm I barely avoided. And what was that? That does not sound familiar at all. Anybody else hear that as sort of a moaning noise? There's witches hanging around here. Well, either way, the place I'm headed is where that, there's this icon that looks kind of like a reptile of some kind. Ah, yeah, I'm there. Now this reptile, and now this is the first place we go. It is to get access to that mansion. I must prove myself worthy of getting into the mansion by defeating the Naga. Wherever it is. Ah, there it is. Now, assuming I can get this thing to stop lagging for 2 seconds. I'll show you where... Ah, here it is. That big snake thing. That rattlesnake... Okay, so as I hit the Naga... Okay, yeah, this is doing me one good. It'll get shorter and shorter. It'll try restoring its health. Ah, here we go, yeah. Okay, so it'll try restoring its health by eating stuff, taking it out. Oh, and what's... Well, I wasn't expecting this, was I? Had canopy chest. I wonder if that's anything like a canopic jar. There are a couple of ways to knock this thing off, but I went ahead and used the blunt force means. So yeah, got some Naga trophy, some Naga scale in case I want to make armor. Honestly, I don't. I think I got armor enough right here. But that was a real simple boss to kill, especially with a super weapon like I've got. And I need that thing's head.